So this is the euro dollar analysis for Wednesday the 22nd of November. Now let's look what happened with prices on the 21st. To put it, well, not much actually. Scribble a pen. So as we mentioned before, we did come down into this 12.28. It's a weekly pivot. Briefly tested 18.10. Sold off. Now we've been oscillating around this 17.28 as we can see by prices. We've not seen much of a breakdown. We did go down to almost test this 17.10. We didn't quite get down there before we saw some more buy side momentum coming to the market. We do appear to be supported by this blue 200 period moving average at present. We do appear also to be putting in an inverted head and shoulders, which again is a bullish sign. So we've got a shoulder there, we've got our head which is slightly lower, and we do look poised at present with this candle not yet closed. 10 minutes or so left. We do look poised for a bullish candle, so another bullish candle following after it, possibly closing above these highs here, should add to increased confidence for more upside momentum to come into this market. Now these consolidations probably are somewhat symptomatic usually of some possible news coming out, so there might be some news related to the euro or the US dollar later on this week, possibly Wednesday or Thursday. So the market is just consolidating before reacting to the news. So where could we see? So if 17.28 holds like it has on these couple of occasions, okay, we did break down below it. If 17.28 holds, we'll be looking for another retest of 17.71, which is the next major level, beyond which we'll be looking at possibly this 17.80. Well, 17.90 actually, 17.90, and beyond that we're looking at the 18.10. 18.10 we saw quite a bit of sell-off from this 18.10 previously, beyond which we're looking at in around this region here, in around this 1830, which is a major level. On this occasion over here to your left, we did break above it by quite a bit, somewhat invalidating it to an extent, but we did sell off back into the level. So 1830, beyond which we've got the previous swing highs is around at 1860. These are potential areas for selling to come into the market. As I did mention that we are in a bit of a consolidative range at present, I'm going to be looking for where volatility might take us. If we do extend far beyond where we are at present, 1741, we could potentially see prices, if it is somewhat euro bullish, possibly heading towards that 1910 level. But we do have quite a few levels to successfully navigate. So if we do have a high volatility event, we may not react much to these weekly pivots in these lines marked out here in blue. Instead, we'll be targeting this 1830, 1860, beyond which we're looking at 1910. Now, if we do break down from where we are at present, if this inverted head and shoulders does become invalid and it doesn't play out in a way in which I anticipate, if we don't have the upside momentum, if instead we do pretty much retest this 200 period moving average, then break down again, we'll be looking at 1710 for potential buy side momentum to come back into market, below which we'll be looking for possibly this 400 period moving average acting as a dynamic level of support in around the 1680 at present. It'll likely be a bit higher by then, but 1680 in and around that zone with the 400 period moving average, we'll be looking to see more buy side momentum to come into the market. Now I'm just going to clear up these charts just here a little bit. Actually, let's just clear that up. And as we can see over here as well, coupled with the 400 period moving average, we've got these previous swings down here where we saw some momentum coming into the market in around that essentially in around that 1660, in around that 1680, 1660, just down here is possibly an area where we may see some buy side momentum coming back into the market for another retest of the 1710. If we do successfully navigate the 400 period moving average, we'll be targeting the 1612 level for more potential buy side momentum to enter the market, below which we're looking at 1580 again for more buy side momentum to enter the market. So we're just going to have a look at the daily chart before we wrap up here on the euro dollar. I'm just going to go to the daily. So on this daily chart, let's just scale on here correct. So on this daily chart again, we have come off quite a bit from this it was 1860, wasn't it, that we did mention. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to confirm that. Yes, 1861. So in around 1860, we did come off and we did put in a bit of a pin bar just there. We did see a bit of a sell-off. We have seen some follow through. We've come down to this region of support. Well, we've come down to that 1728 that we did mention, and we've also got the daily 20 period moving average. Is it? Let's just bear with me a second here. I'm just going to confirm that it is a 20 period moving average, just see where it is as well. 20 period moving average currently sitting at 1677. So we did mention 1680. So we have the 20 period and the 400 period moving average currencies in around that zone. On the daily charts, again, we do seem bearish on the daily charts because we've got our highs, we've got a series of lower highs, and we do look poised again to put in a lower high. So if you look to the left of the charts, we've got our highs there. Okay, we did briefly break above it, but I'm pretty much using the closes here on this daily chart. As we can see, even though we did break above the previous highs, it was a pin bar, so we didn't close above the previous highs, which is somewhat bearish sign. So we are expecting further downside momentum on the daily chart, possibly retesting that 1612 level just mentioned. So that's wrap up the euro dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.